Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week of movie reviews with myself, Imperial's Force. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like this movie review, we did one last week of the non-spoiler review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This week, we're going to be going over the movie Firestarter, which came out yesterday or today in theaters, depending on where you are. We're going to be kind of going over the film. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, so don't even worry about it. Don't worry about spoilers, because we're not going to be getting into a whole lot of it, okay? We're not going to be going into the plot or the big events that happen. We're basically just going to be going over what I think of the film and whether or not I would recommend it, things like that. So, first and foremost, the movie is called Firestarter. It is a film adaptation from the notable Stephen King novel of the same name. I think there was a film that was made of it originally in the 90s, which wasn't all that well received. This film has also not been well received by critics. However, my personal views on it are, I didn't think it was that bad. I really don't think it was that bad. It wasn't anything great. It was your classic... my chair is breaking on me. It is your classic kind of horror thriller without quite coming close to horror. It's very strange. There are moments in this film where you've got all the traditional horror cliches. You've got jump scares. You've got moments where it gets very silent. And then something happens. You have the peering into the dark window that you can't really see into, but you have that kind of thing. You have a malevolent force that's kind of in the film. Now, in most films, it's usually supernatural. In this film, it's a little girl with the ability to set things on fire with her mind. You heard me right. Setting fires with her mind. So, it's, like I said, it's not necessarily a great film. It's an alright film. It's like one of those films you pop in on like a Wednesday evening, because you're bored, you've got nothing else to do that day, and you want to relax, and so you pop in Firestarter. This film is by no means going to win any awards by any stretch of the imagination. However, I will say this. Zac Efron plays the father of the girl who can basically burn things alive. And Zac Efron has some acting chops. I hadn't really realized this, so for context, I am one of those guys who grew up as a kid with High School Musical. Now, as everyone knows, Zac Efron's in High School Musical, and God, the acting is bad in those movies. However, I guess in the last 5 to 10 years, Zac Efron's got his shit together. He was in a movie, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, Extremely Wicked, something evil and vile. Basically, he plays Ted Bundy. And he's actually pretty good in it. It's a very good movie, but that's not the movie we're here to discuss. In this movie, though, Zac Efron actually doesn't do a half bad at acting. It's not, like I said, it's not terrible, but it's not fantastic either. He gets the job done, and he does play a little bit of a convincing, strict father figure. Still protects and loves his daughter, but is very strict in terms of her powers and her abilities. Another way to kind of describe this movie is, like I said, it's kind of like a horror thriller with, like, superpowers. It's kind of weird. Basically, the premise, and don't worry, this isn't too much of a spoiler, the basic premise of the film is these two people, Zac Efron and his soon-to-be wife, are experimented on by a shadow organization, a shadow government organization, that basically is looking into psychic abilities. The father, played by Zac Efron, has the ability to compel people to do things he wants them to do. In the movie, it's called The Push, and it's actually pretty interesting. Think of, if anyone's watched the Naruto anime, think of like Sasuke's Sharingan and his ability to like genjutsu the shit out of people. Or if you've read the Seeker novels with the Confessors and their ability to get people to do what they want. Things like that. The wife, however, basically, I believe, can see either the future or she can move things with her mind. She's just a straight up telekinetic. She has telekinetic powers. The daughter, however, because they end up having a child, has the ability to set fires with her mind. Again, pretty cool, hence the name Firestarter. And basically throughout the film, again, this is not a spoiler, so everyone calm down and relax. I'm not giving away anything. Basically, the premise of the film is she loses control of her powers, the shadow government organization comes after them, and they run through the film. That's basically the premise. Okay? There's no spoilers there. Overall, would I recommend this film? I don't know. Maybe? Like I said, this is not a film I would tell people to go to a movie theater and spend their money on. However, if it was on Netflix and it's a boring Wednesday evening, pop that shit on and, lay back, relax, and enjoy a relatively mediocre film. Overall, I am going to give this film probably a 5.5, maybe a 6 out of 10. Like I said, nothing crazy bad, nothing crazy good. If you like this video, there is going to be one every single week, a new movie that comes out in the theaters. I will go see, and then I will come back and I will review those films and put it on YouTube for all you lovely lads and lasses out there to enjoy. If you like this, please leave a comment, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that's all from me today, folks, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!